Most Aviator players cash out at 2 times their bet. They watch the multiplier climb to 50 times. This pattern destroys more bankrolls than any other mistake in crash games. You're fighting a mathematical system designed for speed. Every second costs you decision-making power. The plane crashes at 1.01 times more often than you think. Here's what separates winning players from losing players. Winners use the dual betting system. They split their bankroll across 2 simultaneous bets every single round. I tested this dual system on verified platforms. The math checks out with transparent RTP. You need fair games to execute these strategies properly. Check the description below for tested platforms with welcome bonuses. Your timing window shrinks with each passing second. Your first bet targets 1.3 times multiplier. Auto cash out handles this automatically. Your second bet aims for higher multipliers between 3 and 5 times. Manual cash out gives you control over timing. This dual approach solves the core problem in Aviator. Single bet players face impossible choices every round. Cash out early and miss big multipliers. Wait longer and lose everything to crashes. The mathematics support this split strategy completely. Low multiplier bets win frequently with small profits. Higher multiplier bets win less often but generate larger payouts. You need both outcomes to beat variance over time. Now here's the part most players ignore completely. Round independence is your greatest enemy and your strongest ally. Previous rounds tell you nothing about future crashes. The plane that crashed at 100 times means nothing for the next round. This independence principle changes everything about bankroll management. You cannot chase losses by increasing bet sizes. The martingale strategy becomes financial suicide in crash games. Each round starts with identical crash probabilities. Your betting units must stay consistent across all rounds. I recommend starting with 1% of your total bankroll per round. Split this amount between your 2 betting positions. Never increase unit size after losses. The provably fair system in Aviator generates crash points before rounds begin. Server seeds determine outcomes before you place bets. This transparency eliminates manipulation concerns but confirms the random nature of results. At this point, many players try to find patterns in the history display. You see previous multipliers listed at the top of the screen. These numbers create false confidence about predicting future crashes. Ignore this information completely. Your focus belongs on execution discipline instead of prediction attempts. Auto-bet functions remove emotional decision-making from the process. Set your betting amounts once per session. Let automation handle repetitive choices. Auto cash out becomes essential for your conservative betting position. Manual lag can cost you profitable exits. Set your first bet to automatically cash out at 1.3 times. Never change this target during emotional moments. The second bet requires active management and strict rules. Cash out between 3 and 5 times multipliers when possible. Never hold beyond 10 times multiplier regardless of recent history. High multipliers occur rarely and unpredictably. This is where most players get it wrong completely. They see other players winning at 50 times multipliers. Social proof creates dangerous FOMO responses. You start chasing sky-high multipliers instead of consistent profits. The lobby displays everyone's bets and cash out points in real time. Top winners lists show daily and monthly results. This information triggers competitive instincts that destroy bankroll discipline. Turn off these social features when possible. Focus on your own betting strategy exclusively. Other players' results have zero impact on your mathematical outcomes. Bankroll requirements for Aviator demand serious consideration before starting. You need funds for at least 50 to 100 betting rounds. High volatility creates extended losing streaks even with optimal strategy. Your session bankroll should support your chosen unit size comfortably. If you're betting 1% per round, prepare for drawdowns of 10 to 20%. Set stop-loss limits at 5% of your session funds. All of this means nothing if you can't control emotional responses to variance. Aviator rounds complete within seconds. Fast pace amplifies every psychological bias that destroys gambling discipline. Adrenaline surges push you toward larger bets after losses. FOMO makes you hold positions too long seeking bigger multipliers. Near-miss experiences create false confidence about timing skills. The game exploits these psychological weaknesses by design. Seeing the multiplier climb after your cash out generates frustration. Missing rare high multipliers feels like lost opportunities. These emotions lead to strategy abandonment. Your defense against psychological manipulation requires mechanical execution. Write down your betting rules before starting sessions. Follow these rules without exception regardless of recent results. The mathematical foundation of crash games favors consistent small wins over rare large wins. Your dual betting approach captures both profit sources systematically. Conservative bets compound slowly, while aggressive bets provide occasional boosts. Calculate your expected hourly return using realistic multiplier assumptions. Conservative cash outs at 1.3 times generate modest positive expectations. Higher multiplier attempts reduce overall win frequency but increase profit per win. Your combined strategy creates steady upward bankroll movement over extended sessions. Losses become temporary setbacks rather than catastrophic events. Consistent execution produces mathematical advantages over time. Most players abandon proven strategies after short losing streaks. They increase bet sizes or chase higher multipliers seeking quick recovery. This behavior transforms temporary variance into permanent losses. Your commitment to systematic play separates you from failing players completely. Every round follows identical decision trees. Every bet size matches predetermined calculations. Every cash-out target reflects mathematical optimization. This disciplined approach transforms Aviator from pure gambling into calculated risk management. You're not predicting crash points or timing perfect exits. You're harvesting statistical edges through superior execution. The players who generate consistent profits understand this fundamental difference. They treat each session as data collection rather than entertainment. They measure success in bankroll preservation and steady growth rates. Your Aviator strategy now gives you measurable advantages over uninformed players. You understand dual betting systems while others use single bets randomly. You know auto cash out prevents emotional mistakes while others rely on manual timing. You recognize round independence while others chase patterns that don't exist. You maintain consistent unit sizes while others destroy themselves with progressive betting systems. You have systematic approaches while others have hopes and hunches. These advantages compound over extended play periods. Small edges become significant profits through repetition and discipline. Your methodical execution creates sustainable results that random players cannot achieve. Start implementing these strategies immediately with proper bankroll management. Begin with minimum betting units until you master the mechanical execution. Focus on consistency over short-term results during your learning phase. Most platforms are scams with rigged multipliers. I verified these sites offer reliable withdrawals. Welcome bonuses reach $500 depending on your country. Find the tested links in the description below. The mathematical siege of Aviator begins with your first systematically placed dual bet. Every round becomes an opportunity to demonstrate superior strategic thinking over the masses of undisciplined players surrounding you.